Now that we have created some macros, definitely we would need to know how we could use the macro. So, first, for the event rules macros, they will run automatically as long as LumiCenter detects the start conditions. But I can also let LumiCenter take the response action manually. Now to do it, I just need to add this macro to the menu. Check the Add to Menu box and click Apply. And now, if we go to the Layout interface, we will see a Macro Run menu. Click it, and we will see the macros that we have added to the macro menu. Now, if we click on this macro, LumiCenter will take the response action. So our response action in this case is to initiate the alarm with this video channel 3 road. Now let's have a look. As you can see here, LumiCenter has triggered an alarm, just like LumiCenter detects the starting condition. Only in our case, the starting condition is not automatic, but we have manually let LumiCenter take the response action. And now, for the automatic rules, we can let LumiCenter run this rule only in the ARM mode. Check this box and click Apply. And now, LumiCenter will only run this macro if the camera is armed. Now, how do we arm a camera? I'm not sure if you still remember. To arm or disarm a camera, we need to use the camera button and choose Disarm or Arm. If the camera is armed, then LumiCenter will run the macro. If this camera is not armed, then even though the starting condition is detected, LumiCenter will not run the macro. Last but not least, for the cycle rule. Now the cycle rule, we can also add it to the macro command menu. Click Apply. And if you go to the macro command menu, you will see that macro, the cycle rule. By default, it is enabled. The difference is that if we click on an event rule, LumiCenter will take the response action. However, for the cycle rule, if we click it, LumiCenter will disable it. As you can see, it is not on at this moment. And if we go back to macro configuration, the working mode has been switched from always to never. We can also manually enable this macro from the macro run menu. Click this macro again, and it will be enabled. If we go back to the macro, you can see that the working mode has been switched from never to always. Apart from manually triggering the macros from the macro run menu, you can also do it from the map. In that case, we need to edit our layout first. Click the Layout Management menu and select Edit Layout Map. So now, if you take a look at the left side of the Layouts interface, you will see a menu of all the macros under the domain object. We can select a macro and drag it to the map. And then we can save the configuration. And now the macro is on the map. Now, if we click Start, LumiCenter will take the response action of this macro based on our configuration. So this macro is to arm the video channel 3 road. As you can see here, after clicking the Start button, LumiCenter is alarming us this video channel. Now this is basically how you use the 3 types of macro.